welcome back to the tea table. Today's video is going to be on my top 8 cards from Astral Radiance. This set is really cool. I'm excited to get to testing with it for Wisconsin, which I'll hopefully be attending. I do enjoy playing the events where the set is legal for the first time. It's really cool to see what people do. It was very difficult to come up with 8 cards. I wanted to do 15, 20. This set has so many cool things in it, and I'm going to be excited to see the innovation that comes from it, the engines perhaps that come from it, the different trainers, as there are so many that are really good that come into decks. It's going to be really interesting to see how decks are affected, but right now we're going to look at my top 8 from Astral Radiance. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we're going to start with number 8 on my list, which is going to be the Ansi. Its ability, as long as this Pokemon is in your active spot whenever your opponent plays a supporter, from their hand, prevent all effects of that done to your bench Pokemon. Basically, aka boss's orders. So this is seen in Japan in decks with the cards you see on your screen, Bronzong and Flaffy. You basically just keep everything basic until you're ready to evolve. You sacrifice Ansi a couple times, and then you evolve and get your opponent going. The most popular thing I've seen Ansi in is going to be Bronzong Dialga V Star decks. So you basically let Ansi sit there, use Zacian V to draw, get everything powered up, and then when you're ready, you drop all the V Star and Bronzong, and then take an extra turn and do whatever you want there. I don't know how much this card is going to be effective, because the Escape Rope over here is popular, and don't forget the metagames in Japan and the rest of the world are pretty different. So with that, we're going to move on to number 7, Irida. I think this card, I wanted to put this card like at 4, 3, but it is limited to water decks. I'm interested to see how many copies water decks do play. I'm at 4, but that's just me. So it's to search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item and reveal them, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck. As you see on the screen with this as well, Drizzle. That thing's kind of popular. So, the way I've seen it played in Japan, you do Drizzle, you can get Inteleon, Palkia V Star, whatever you're playing. And then you get an item, and the popular item, they do get as Cross Switcher. So basically you guarantee it. So you can Drizzle and Cross Switcher, and then Drizzle gets Cross Switcher. So you have your Cross Switchers kind of a thing as an extra way. It also is really cool to get you turn 1 Battle VIP Pass, which is really sweet. Another way to do that outside of Mew and like Cramomatic and stuff. So I think realistically this card will probably end up at 2 copies in water decks if they choose to go the Cross Switcher VIP Pass route. But other than that, it'll be, I think, guaranteed a 1 of. But I think at the most, maybe a 2 of. This is a card I'm excited to see how it grows in the format, and other water Pokemon are released to see how it can gel with them. With the Shady Dealings will be rotating later this year, so I'm not sure how much effect this card will have after that, but right now you should definitely be enjoying it in your decks. Number 6, Mightyena. So I almost didn't include Mightyena. As you see, it's a great addition to Zoroark decks. Also, all the homies dislike Mew. I know everybody saw this card and said, yeah, Mew, get out of my face. As its ability is, if your opponent has any VMAX, this attack costs 3 less, and then it does 160 for 3 and 50 to itself. The 50 doesn't really matter because you only have 110, but it would one-shot Mew VMAXs, probably. I say probably because they could have Oricorio, and you might do 300 damage. But I do think it will shine in Zoroark decks. Regardless, it does do 160 for free to a VMAX. So if you face any random VMAXs that might be paired with Arceus or something like that, it's a really cool card. Like if you face Shadow Rider or something like that. So I'm not sure how played it will be outside of Zoroark, because you still have to evolve it, and Mew could just pick it off, basically the main thing you're worried about. So I did bump it up a little bit because this trainer gallery art is insane, but I did leave it at number 6 because you do have to evolve it, and Mew could just pick it off easily. And then we got number 5, Roxanna. So I wasn't sure where to put this card because I don't think you're going to play more than 1 in your deck because of the niche part of it, which says you can only use this card if your opponent has 3 prizes or less. Each player shuffles their hand in their deck. You draw 6, they draw 2. Now with like Barrel being popular, and the ability for every Inteleon deck ever to always have that in their hand, Drizzle or whatever, to get it out. It's going to be interesting to see, but as you do read on the screen, it does have the combat potential like N had, and you could just path Roxanna and win the game. So I'm not sure how many spots you're going to put in your deck, like how you would play 4N, because you do have to have your opponent having 3 prizes or less. But I can see at the end of this like format, this card being like third or second, easily for sure. Then we go to number 4, Sui and Samurai V Star. Okay, I don't think it can be Palkia. Well, it seems to be a thing that's been happening as the metagame develops over in Japan and people I've talked to with their testing, because Palkia just hit easily. But I think this card is crazy. It's got a great V-Star ability. Don't forget you can only use those once a game. During a turn, you put 4 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then it low cost attack that hits hard. 110 for 2 dark. If your opponent's active has any damage, 220. So you do a 260 turn. You put a choice spell. That's a 290 turn. That's not gonna have V stars, stuff like that. As you see, you would pair with Inteleon like most things, and it does get Dark Patch, which is returning this set. So if your opponent kind of gets a fast starter, you don't have to worry about having a Raihan. You could just have a Dark Patch to power yourself up, which is really sweet. This card is really cool. If Lillicant V-Star, which I did not include in this list, becomes really good, this card probably can't see play as it is weak to grass, but right now, not too bad being weak to grass. And it's dark, so that's really, really cool. And I'm excited to see how this does fit in the metagame, if it can at all. At the very least, you can pop up a Mooncleave Star and then Metacham a Sobble. Like, that sounds good. Put 4 on a Sobble, take an extra turn. That's pretty cool. That sounds good to me. So that might be the highlight of this card, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Number 3 is the card I was talking about at the intro, Gutsy Pickaxe. I read this card and said, hold on a minute, what? This is an item? So, you see it isn't limited to fighting Pokemon, and at worst is a free draw, because it says reveal the top card of your deck. That card is a fighting energy card. Attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. If it's not, you just put it in your hand. So, it does not limit itself to fighting Pokemon. So you see the images. I have the dog trio. I have Sylveon, of course, fighting Pokemon, which it doesn't work perfect in. But if you have a deck where it's a colorless blank attacker, you could issue combos like this. So you got Entei, you got Magma Basin and Gutsy Pickaxe. Suicune, you got Melanie and Gutsy Pickaxe. Raikou, Flaffy and Gutsy Pickaxe. Sylveon, double triple, and Gutsy Pickaxe. You got Arceus V, etc., etc., and then obviously it fits in with fighting Pokemon. I'm really excited for this card. There is the Trekking Shoes, which does let you draw a card, but you could discard the top card of your deck. But I think this card's really cool, and if you could fit it in, I think this card will be like that one that one day, like, a event happens, a regional, and like a guy gets top 8, and everyone's like, whoa, Gutsy Pickaxe is in the deck, and you're like, yeah, because it is insane. I could rave about this card for so long. I love it so much. I have like 9 decks with it in it already. I'm really excited to get this card going and tested, and I'm really excited for it. They just need to make it a gold star, and I'll be perfect. Number 2, Palkia V Star. So the origin form Palkia V Star's attack, you see it's buff Suicune V for 2 water, 60 plus 20 for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponents. And it is self-sufficient in powering up because its V-Star ability is you may attach up to 3 water energy cards from a discard pile to your water Pokemon any way you like. So the cool part about that is it's any way you like. So it doesn't have to be the Palkia. So you see I put the Irida from earlier and obviously the Inteleon engine that it combos with. It kind of writes itself with that one because everything's water. But like if you got Melanie and stuff in your deck, you could just save Star Portal for like really late in the game and power up that or whatever you might have in your deck. It's really cool. It lets you get not be as scared of Crushing Hammer stuff or as reliant on Melanie because you could just put it in and the power up in one turn is really cool. The 3 energy suite, so you can power that up in another one, or if you're playing the new Starmie V, power up an attacker, anything you like. It has some really sweet combos, including what I think is the best card in the set, which is going to be Radiant Greninja. So it is a new type of Pokemon, a Radiant Pokemon, which you cannot have more than one Radiant Pokemon in your deck. Its attack does Moonlight Shuriken, 2 water and colors, discard 2 energy, 90 to your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's like a mini Urshifu VMAX. Sorry, to your opponent's Pokemon, not just bench. Your opponent's Pokemon, my bad. So I'll go to any deck, which obviously is an understatement, but I've seen so many decks in Japan run, as you see, Clara in their deck, so they're just like draw, clear, get back energy, do whatever you want. Like everything you see in this video, it combos Bronzong, it combos with Flaffy, it combos with Palkia, it combos with Dark to use Dark Patch. Like this card is insane. Like you got Melanie. Like it's just this card has so many uses. There are other Radiant Pokemon in the set, but I think this is by far the best card in the set because of how versatile it is in anything. It's not just like, well, I'm playing a water deck. You're like, nope, I'm just playing a deck. And you get to put it in your deck, and I think that is really sweet. And I'm excited to try this card out. I just think it's the best card in the set because of those reasons, and who knows what's going to happen in the future if they make more Bronzong Flaffy-like cards. Easily going. Just card of Fire Energy, Magma Basin. Easy. Like I say. Super crazy. So, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching my top 8 Astral Radiance cards video. Let me know what you think about my list, how crazy it is, why did I leave off certain cards, probably like Darkrai V Star, that I don't think is going to be as insane based on how HP is now. Hope I'm wrong though, because I love that card. Drop a like, subscribe if you're feeling the Radiant Greninja. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time on the Tea Table.